to everybody tuning in tonight from Salina, Kansas. My name is Darius Hovath, and I'm joined by co-commentator Eric Lopez. Eric, how are you feeling today?
Feeling pretty good, my man. Excited.
Excited, ready to go?
Ready to go. First match. Get to be up here in the booth watching the boys play. Should be a good game.
Absolutely, agree with you there. Yep. Good evening and welcome to everybody tuning in tonight from Salina, Kansas. My name is Darius Hovath, and I'm joined by co-commentator Eric Lopez.
We've got a delay.
Eric, how are you feeling today?
What's that? Feeling
Got a
pretty good,
delay.
my man.
There's no delay.
Excited.
No? I can hear
Ready
myself.
to go.
Yeah.
Ready to go.
That's cool.
First
Yeah.
match. Get to be up here in the booth.
So CKU, Central Kansas United, they are coached, headed by Sebastian Fernandez, interim head coach after a replacement from previous head coach, and Andres Ruiz joins us as the assistant. And it appears they are captained by Jose Escobedo today. As for Emporia, so they are led by Victor Ibarra, and they are coached,
Number
headed
8
by
appears to be their captain.
Sebastian Fernandez,
Yes.
interim head coach after a
Chao
replacement
Lobo,
from previous head
21-year-old
coach,
attacking midfielder from Brazil.
and Andres Ruiz joins us as the assistant.
Four referees
And
today.
it appears
Weather
they are
is
captained
great.
by Jose
It's
Escobedo
looking like
today.
it's going to be a good game today.
As for Emporia, so they are led by Victor Ibarra, and they are coached,
Number 8
headed by
appears to be their captain.
Sebastian Fernandez,
Yes.
interim head coach after a
Chao
replacement
Lobo,
from previous head
21-year-old
coach,
attacking midfielder from Brazil.
and Andres Ruiz joins us as the assistant.
Four referees
And
today.
it appears
Weather
they are
is
captained
great.
by Jose
It's
Escobedo
looking like
today.
it's going to be a good game today.
As for Emporia, so they are led by Victor
Kansas,
Ibarra, and they are coached,
Number 8
headed by
appears to be their captain.
Sebastian Fernandez,
Yes.
interim head coach after a
Chao
replacement
Lobo,
from previous head
21-year-old
coach,
attacking midfielder from Brazil.
and Andres Ruiz joins us as the assistant.
Four referees
And
today.
it appears
Weather
they are
is
captained
great.
by Jose
It's
Escobedo
looking like
today.
it's going to be a good game today.
As for Emporia, so they are led by Victor Ibarra, and they are coached,
Number 8
headed by
appears to be their captain.
Sebastian Fernandez,
Yes.
interim head coach after a
Chao
replacement
Lobo,
from previous head
21-year-old
coach,
attacking midfielder from Brazil.
and Andres Ruiz joins us as the assistant.
Four referees
And
today.
it appears they
Weather
are
is
captained
great.
by Jose
It's
Escobedo
looking like
today.
it's going to be a good game today.
As for Emporia, so they are led by Victor Ibarra, and they are coached,
Number 8
headed by
appears to be their captain.
Sebastian Fernandez,
Yes.
interim head coach after a
Chao
replacement
Lobo,
from previous head
21-year-old
coach,
attacking midfielder from Brazil.
Andres Ruiz joins us as the assistant.
Four referees today.
And it appears
Weather
they are
is
captained
great.
by Jose
It's
Escobedo
looking like
today.
it's going to be a good game today.
As for Emporia, they are led by Victor Ibarra. Okay, let's get straight into it. The lineup for Emporia today. In goalkeeper, we have Luan Nascimento, a 19-year-old from Brazil. In defense, we have Felipe Candido, Miguel Rivera, and Alexa Musicic starting. And then we're joined by midfield, number 8, Chao Lobo. Midfielder 11, Carlos Noboa Molina. Rafael Soares at 16. The lineup for
number
Emporia
20,
today.
Danilo
In
Obradovic.
goalkeeper, we have
Number 19,
Luan
Alex
Nascimento,
Almeida.
19-year-old from
Number
Brazil.
30,
In
João
defense, we have
Amadro.
Felipe
And
Candido,
number 99,
Miguel
Leo
Rivera, and
Djokovic.
Alexa Musicic starting. And then we're joined by midfield.
As for CKU,
number 8, Chao Lobo. Midfielder 11.
In goalkeeper,
Carlos
we have number
Noboa
1,
Molina.
Andrew Cole.
Rafael
native from
Soares
Wichita.
at 16.
In
defense,
defense,
we have
number
Juan
20,
Maldonado,
Danilo Obradovic.
Alejandro Cabello,
Number 19,
Luan
Alex
Nascimento,
Almeida.
19
Jose
number
Escobedo.
30,
Joshua Don
Amadro,
Juan.
Felipe
And
Candido,
number 99.
Miguel
And
Rivera,
working up
Alexa
the
Musicic
way,
starting.
we have
And then we're joined by
Seth
midfield
Flores,
for CKU,
Eddie Flores,
Chao Lobo.
Gerardo Garcia,
Midfielder
Anthony
11.
Orozco,
We have number
Tristan
1,
Bassal,
Cole.
native
Rafael
from
Soares,
Wichita,
16.
and Noel
In defense, we
Zimbabwe.
have Juan
20,
Maldonado,
Danilo
Alejandro
Obradovic,
Cabello,
number 19,
Luan
Alex
Nascimento,
Almeida,
19,
Jose
number
Escobedo,
30,
Joshua
João
Don
Amadro,
Juan,
Felipe
and
Candido,
number 99.
Miguel
And
Rivera,
working up
Alexa
the
Musicic
way,
starting.
we have
So Emporia come into this fixture with 4 games played, 1 win and 3 losses as of right now. And CKU stand with 6 games played, 1-2, draw 1 and lost 3. So Emporia have 2 games in hand and it should be a very exciting game right now.
It looks like Emporia's attacking right off the bat.
So Emporia
it appears it's gone out for a corner,
which will be taken by number 11 and 3 losses as of right now. And CKU stand with 6 games played, 1-2, draw 1 and lost 3. So Emporia have 2 games in hand and it should be a very exciting game right now.
It looks like Emporia's attacking right off the bat.
So Emporia
it appears it's gone out for a corner,
which will be taken by number 11 and 3 losses as of right now. It appears as though they're demonstrating some sort of corner, some set piece strategy there. We call that the love train back in England, very popular during the Euros in 2020. It should be a very exciting game. Ooh. And it appears there was a foul inside the box, so goal kick.
And it appears it's gone out for a corner,
Which will be taken by number 11. It appears as though they're demonstrating. So here we have CKU's leading goal scorer, Gerardo Garcia, on the ball right now. Pass it to Nozimbeva with a great through ball. Oh, and unlucky there. Seems like there was a bobble on the turf or something.
Unfortunate. Great through ball in there to Boo Boo.
So here we have CKU's leading goal scorer, Gerardo Garcia, on the ball right now. Pass it to Nozimbeva with a great through ball.
Looks like CKU's going to press
Oh,
high.
and unlucky there. Seems like there was a bobble on the turf or something.
Unfortunate. Great through ball in there to Boo Boo.
So here we have
they have Tristan
CKU's
Baisad,
leading
number
goal
8,
scorer,
in a
Gerardo
striker role.
Garcia on the ball
Tristan,
right now.
I played with Tristan
Pass it to
recently, and he's
Nozimbeva
more of
with a
a
great
attacking
through ball.
midfielder type of player. I haven't seen him in this role, but
like
I know he's
CKU's
very
gonna
good, very technical on the
press high.
ball,
Unlucky there.
very
Seems
good
like there was a
finisher,
bobble on the turf or
and
something.
very intelligent player, very intelligent.
Ball in there to Boo Boo.
So I'm very excited to see what he does today.
And maybe they're looking
They
to
have Tristan Baisad, number 8,
toss it up
in
there,
a
have him
striker
hold
role.
it for them.
Tristan,
Secondary
I
runs
played with
coming
Tristan
in.
recently, and he's more
You
of
got
a
speeds on
attacking
both sides
midfielder
with
type of
Seth
player.
and Boo Boo
I
coming
haven't seen
in.
him in this role, but I know he's very good, very technical on the ball, very good finisher,
There it is there.
and very intelligent
Promising
player,
attack.
very intelligent. So I'm very excited to see what he does today. Stop there, Seth Flores is stop there.
Toss it
So
up
we're
there,
back
have
on the
him hold
CKU,
it
back
for
on the
them.
ball.
Secondary
I
runs
played with
coming
Tristan
in.
recently, and he's more
You
of
got
a
speeds on both sides with Seth and Boo Boo.
now back in our own
coming
half,
in.
swinging the ball.
I know he's very good, very technical on the ball, very good finisher,
There it is there.
and very intelligent
Promising
player, very
attack.
intelligent.
It's a risky ball from number 4, Juan Maldonado.
Emporia have
Stop
intercepted.
there. Seth Flores is stop there.
Toss it up
Number
there,
11 on the
have
ball.
him hold
CKU
it
back
for
on the
them.
ball. It's a great pass out wide.
You got speeds on both sides with Seth and Boo
Now
Boo.
back in our own half.
Ooh, and that's a great block there by number 24, Ali
Great
Cabello.
defensive tackle.
Little slip there from Noel to give them that chance, but
It's a risky
they have
ball.
a corner out of this.
Juan Maldonado.
See where it goes.
Intercepted. Number 11 on the ball. It's a great pass out wide. Now back in our own half.
Ooh, and that's a great block there by number 24, Ali
Great
Cabello.
defensive tackle.
Little slip there from Noel to give them that chance, but they have a corner out of this.
Juan Maldonado.
See where it goes.
Intercepted.
Great ball in.
Number 11 on the ball. It's a great pass
All
out
the way
wide.
through, out for a goal kick, luckily. So Eric, tell me, you're a Salina native, right?
Yes, I am.
So CK is relatively new, right?
CKU is.
Noel.
Yes, it is.
They have a corner
We
out of
seem
this.
to kind of rebrand it a little bit to where all of Salina soccer, both Parks and Rec and Club, kind of is under the same identity now.
So Eric, tell
Kinda
me,
gives
you're a
us,
Salina native, right?
you know, a bit more
So
exposure.
CK
a
is
lot of-
relatively new, right?
families see the badge now and they're excited for it. We seem to kind of
And that's showing. So that level of unity is almost like translated into results and the feeling around the team, right?
Oh yeah,
Because you can feel the excitement in Salina when CKU is mentioned. So we have a lot more support from the community and a lot more presence in soccer in general, I feel. Would you agree with that?
of course, man.
And
I mean,
that's
soccer's
showing.
just
So
blown up
that
with
level of unity is
Messi
almost like
kind of hopping over here.
translated into
That's
results and
definitely helped.
the feeling around the team, right?
We just have a
You
great
can feel
pool
the
of
excitement in
talent,
Salina when CKU
and it's awesome that
CKU is mentioned.
they have
So we have a lot more
these
support
guys to
from the
kind of
community
look up to,
and
and
a lot more
gives them
presence
something
in soccer in general.
Hey,
I feel.
let's go cheer on
Would
these
you agree with
CKU
that?
guys. Of course, man. Eventually
And
they'll
that's
be
showing.
out here
So
playing on this field too.
that level of unity is
It's
almost
pretty
like
cool, actually.
Absolutely. And it looks like we have a great turnout tonight.
feeling around the
Beautiful,
team, right?
you know,
We just have
dollar night.
feel the excitement.
Awesome, getting the families out here, getting
CKU's mentioned.
the fans cheering. You see a bunch of families, kids, moms, dads, sisters. It's awesome. This is great. This is great to have in this line out here. It's an awesome community, and we're here for it.
Absolutely. And it looks like we have a great
And back to
turnout
the football
tonight.
there. There was a bit of a high pressing action that Emporia managed to work their way out of.
Families out here,
There's a battle there from Hera and
fans
number 20.
cheering. See a bunch of
And on
families,
the front foot
kids,
there.
moms, dads,
Nice place pass. Lovely touch from Noel.
This is great. This is great to have in this line out here. It's an
There's a
awesome
little round on it. Oh,
We're here for
there's
it.
a handball there.
Absolutely. And it looks like we have a great
And back to
turnout
the football
tonight.
there. There was a bit of a high pressing action that Emporia managed to work their way out of.
Your man down.
There's a battle there from
Let's hope he's
Hera
okay.
and number 20.
Looks like a nasty landing.
And on the front foot there. Number 4, Felipe Candido. Lovely touch from Noel. The Brazilian. Big Brazilian guy. I'm sure he'll be fine.
Hey, this game has been
There's a handball there.
playing with intensity from the get-go. It's two talented teams, that can take care of the ball.
Work their way out
It's
of.
your man down. It's painting out to be a pretty good game. Let's see if they can keep up the intensity the whole match.
Number 4, Felipe Candido. Lovely touch from Noel. The Brazilian. Big Brazilian guy. I'm sure he'll be fine.
Hey, this game has been
There's a handball there.
playing with intensity from the get-go. It's two talented teams, that can take care of the ball.
Work their way out
It's
of.
your man down. It's painting out
Ball
to
won
be a
back by
pretty
Ale
good
Cabello.
game. Let's see if they can
Good
keep
ball
up
into
the
midfield.
intensity the whole match.
Number 4, Felipe Candido. The Brazilian. Yeah, like you mentioned at the start, I think it's going to be a great game. Already we can see it, like you said. Intensity from the get-go. I'm expecting some lulls in the game, but not too many. Because these guys, CKU, I know for a fact they have guys coming off the bench. Very direct, very explosive. And I'm sure the same can be said about Emporia as well, based on what I've heard about them. So definitely in
Like
for
you
a
mentioned at the
good
start, I
game
think
tonight.
it's going to be a great game. Already we can see it, like
There's a
you
ball
said.
across the box there.
Intensity from the get-go. I'm expecting some lulls in
We
the
see
game,
this
but
high
not too
press
many.
from
Because
CKU.
these guys, CKU, I know for a fact they have guys coming off the
They've
bench.
been-
Very direct, very
They've had
explosive.
good luck with it.
And I'm sure the same can be said about
You know what they
Emporia
say,
as
if
well,
it works,
based on
stick
what I've
with
heard
it.
about them. So definitely in
Yeah, like
for
you
a
mentioned at
and
the
it
start,
seems to
I
be
think
working. I
tonight
mean,
is a
there's
great
a
game.
goalkeeper error there being
Ball
forced
across the
by
box there.
pressing
Intensity
from
the
Tristan
get-go.
and Jose. I'm expecting some lulls in
We
the
see
game,
this
but
high
not too
press
many.
from
I'm expecting some lulls in the game,
this
but
high
not too
press
many.
from
So now we have a free kick on the 35-yard, taken by number 13. And blocked by the first man. Good clearance by Orozco.
this high press from
So I just want to clear up some confusion there. So number 13, you call him Papa, is that right?
Yeah, it's
Free kick on
yeah,
the
it's
35-yard.
one of the cool things about watching
Taken
these
by
guys is some of these guys that are on the
number
field
13.
now have actually been playing soccer in Salina forever, and we got nicknames.
Blocked by the first
Joshua at number 13,
Clearance by Orozco.
everybody knows him as Papa. We have number 20, he's
So
our
I just want to clear
captain.
up some confusion there. So number
hometown
13,
hero.
you call him Papa, is that right?
Yeah, it's Jose Escobedo, call him Boo Boo. One of the cool things
Right.
about you ask in town, you say the name Boo Boo. I'm sure everybody's gonna have a memory of him on the pitch.
So did Bubu play for
Joshua, number 13.
Kansas Wesleyan, the local
Everybody
team
knows him
here
as
as well,
Papa.
the
Yeah.
university team?
Yes, he did.
Just wanna clear up
Yes,
some
he did.
confusion
He
there.
was
So
also
number
part of
13,
the
you call him Papa, is that right?
Salina South Cougar team that won their first state cup. Actually, scored a golden goal in extra time and won the first state cup in history. Have a
Oh, wow.
memory of him
That's
at their
impressive.
school. So he's
So did Bubu play for
It's awesome
Kansas,
seeing
wasn't
him
he,
on
in the
the-
local
on the
team here
pitch.
as well? The
Yeah.
university
There's
team?
a foul there, Andy
Flores by number
He was
5.
also part of the
Miguel Rivera.
Salina South Cougar team that won their first state cup. Actually, scored a golden goal in extra time. And won the first state cup in history. Have a
wow.
memory of him at their school. So he's
So did Bubu play
Great little dinked in
It's
ball
awesome
there to
seeing him on
Tristan.
the local team
By
here
one.
as well?
Lovely feet. Lovely feet.
By number 5.
also part of the
Miguel Rivera.
good strike here.
That's a great strike from header.
Scored a golden goal.
It appears there was a deflection, and so we're out for a corner
First state
to
cup.
CKU.
CKU kind of putting it on him here. Last
Great little dinked in
2
ball
3
there.
minutes of play.
By one.
See if we can capitalize on this corner.
Lovely feet. Miguel Rivera. Let's
Good
see
strike here.
how it's lined up. That's a great strike from header. It appears there was a
Open one there.
deflection, and so we're out for a corner to CKU. Great ball. No one attacking, unfortunately.
Putting it on him here. Last
Great little dinked in
2
ball
3
there.
minutes of
Well
play.
won back by Papa.
See if we can capitalize on this corner.
Lovely feet. Miguel Rivera. Let's
Good
see.
strike here.
A bit of confusion there in the box,
That's a great
and
strike from header.
dealt with by the goalkeeper.
It appears there was a
Open one there.
deflection.
Luan Nascimento, another Brazilian.
Great ball. No one attacking.
So Eric, it seems there's a lot of Brazilian influence on this team, isn't there?
There's quite a bit. Looking at the
Well won
lineup,
back by
they
Papa.
pretty international team here. I said you can tell. They watching their warm up.
A bit of confusion there
The
in the
normal
box,
juggle
and
and
dealt with by the
a
goalkeeper.
little bit of Juggo Bonito out there,
Luan
keeping
Nascimento,
it excited
another
for
Brazilian.
everybody.
So Eric, it seems there's a lot of Brazilian
on first
influence on
impressions,
this
I
team,
like the
isn't
look of
there?
number 11.
He has a bit of
Looking
that
at the
flair to
lineup,
him.
they pretty
You know, so
international
definitely one to keep an eye out on.
team here. I said you can tell. They
And there's another
watching
corner
their
for
warm
CKU, so that's 12 minutes gone,
normal juggle.
and already a handful of corners.
A little bit of Juggo Bonito out there,
Luan
keeping
Nascimento,
it excited
another
for
Brazilian.
everybody.
So Eric, it seems there's a lot of Brazilian
on first
influence
impressions,
on
I
this
like
team,
the look
isn't
of
there?
number 11.
He has a bit of that
Looking at the
flair to
lineup,
him.
they pretty
You know, so
international
definitely one to keep an eye out on.
team here. I said you can tell. They
And there's another
watching
corner
their
for
warm
CKU, so that's 12 minutes gone,
normal juggle.
and already a handful of corners.
A little bit of Juggo Bonito out there.
That's a great little corner move there. Very unfortunate with the bounce on the turf there.
I like the look of number
Between
11.
Seth and Hera.
Pretty
You know, so
international.
definitely one to keep an eye out on. And ball won back by Hera Garcia.
Hey, that was a great opportunity there.
So that's 12 minutes gone,
Little set piece.
and already a handful of corners.
A little bit of Juggo Bonito out there.
I want to take a minute and talk about Hera
great
Garcia.
little
So
corner move there.
I've watched him play. I've had the honour of playing with him, and this guy is just a unit. So this guy is everywhere. So they say about N'Golo Kante, they say 70% of the earth is covered by water. The other 30 is covered by N'Golo Kante. I think the same can be said for Hera. This guy's up, down, in the middle, winning battles, and he's also happens to be our top goal scorer. So I think he's a very crucial part of this CKU team. And this guy is just a unit. So this guy is everywhere. So they say about N'Golo Kante, they say 70% of the earth is covered by water. The other 30 is covered by N'Golo Kante. I think the same can be said for Hera. This guy's up, down, in the middle, winning battles, and he's also happens to be our top goal scorer. So I think he's a very crucial part of this CKU team. And this guy is just a unit. So this guy is everywhere. So they say about N'Golo Kante, they say 70% of the earth is covered by water. The other 30 is covered by N'Golo Kante. I think the same can be said for Hera. This guy's up, down, in the middle, winning battles, and he's also happens to be our top goal scorer. I think I was Noel looking for Seth at the back post. Fortunate not to misplaced that pass, I would say. So what are your thoughts so far on the game? It's been 15 minutes. What do you think so far?
Man, kind of like we said at the beginning. It seems like CKU's got a game plan. You know, they're putting that pressure on it. At least the first 15 minutes of this game, and it's been played on this side of the pitch. And you know,
So what are your thoughts so far on the game?
Emporia's got.
It's been
I think
15
they've got
minutes.
two
What do you think so
chances.
far?
At the beginning, they had that long ball down the side, got a corner out of it. That miss, kind of miss. Here's a good ball in. Putting that pressure on it. At least the first 15 minutes of this game, and they.
Ooh, and a crossbar there. Oh!
You know,
So what are your
here
thoughts
we
so
go.
far on the game?
Emporia's got.
It's been
I think
15
they've got
minutes.
Well dealt with by Andrew Cole.
two chances. At the beginning, they had that long ball down the
I think what you mentioned there, definitely we're seeing more possession, more dominance, more play in the final third for CKU. But we have noticed that
they get there's a couple of breaks for Emporia.
Ooh, and a
So a lot of
crossbar
the
there.
counter-attacking balls in
Oh.
behind, bobbles here and there.
Emporia's got, I think they've got
Well dealt with by Andrew Cole.
two chances. You know, at the beginning they had that long ball down the
I think
side.
what you mentioned there, definitely we're seeing more more possession, more dominance, more play in the final third for
Okay,
CKU.
number 11 on the ball there.
But we have noticed that
Oh, it's a great
they
cross.
get
Well
there's a
dealt
couple
with
of
again.
breaks for Emporia.
Ooh, and a
So a lot of
crossbar
the
there.
counter-attacking balls in
Oh.
behind, bobbles here and there.
Emporia's got, I think they've got
Well dealt with by Andrew Cole.
two chances. You know, at the beginning they had that long
Number 11,
I think what you
Carlos
mentioned there, definitely we're
Molina.
seeing
He's definitely
more possession,
one
more
to watch
dominance,
here
more play in the
for
final
Emporia.
third for
Okay,
CKU.
number 11 on the ball there.
looks like
we have
they
noticed that
they look to him to
there's a
Well
couple
dealt
of
with
breaks for Emporia.
lead their attack there.
A lot of the
Creative player.
counter-attacking balls,
Oh.
balls in
Quick.
behind, bobbles here and there.
Emporia's got, I think they've got
Well dealt with by Andrew Cole.
two chances. You know, at the beginning they had
It's
that
a great
long
match.
ball.
11,
I think what you
Carlos
mentioned there, definitely we're
Molina.
seeing
He's definitely competitive soccer
more
match.
possession,
One
more
to watch
dominance,
here
more play in the
for
final
Emporia.
third for
Okay,
CKU.
number 11 on the ball there.
Looks like
We have
they
noticed that
they look to him to
there's a couple of breaks for Emporia.
lead their attack there.
A lot of the
Creative player.
counter-attacking balls,
Oh.
balls in
Quick.
behind, bobbles
What
here
is
and
that?
there.
There's a free kick there to CKU. I think that was a little push from number 4 maybe.
It's a great match. 11, Carlos
Well launched forward.
He's definitely competitive soccer match.
Got all the way through to the goalkeeper there.
For Emporia.
Okay, number 11 on the ball there.
Looks like
We have
they
noticed that
they look to him to
there's a couple of breaks for Emporia.
lead their attack there.
A lot of the
Creative player.
counter-attacking balls, balls in
Quick.
behind, bobbles
What
here
is
and
that?
there.
There's a free kick there to CKU. I think that was a little push from number 4 maybe.
It's a great match. 11, Carlos
Well launched forward.
He's definitely competitive soccer match.
Got all the way through to the goalkeeper there.
For Emporia. Looks like they look to him to lead their attack there. Creative player. Quick.
What is that? There's a free kick there to CKU. I think that was a little push from number 4 maybe.
Great match. 11, Carlos
Well launched forward.
definitely competitive soccer match.
Got all the way through to the goalkeeper there.
Looks like we're getting a little chippy now. Team's kind of settling in.
Speaking of Chippy, I wanted to talk about interim head coach Sebastian Fernandez for a second. So, I don't know if you know Sebi, but Sebi actually played for the team at the start of the season, and he unfortunately had a not career-ending, but season-ending injury.
We're getting a little chippy
Um,
now.
So Sebi tore his
Kinda
Achilles.
settling in.
He's been hospitalised with it, and now. Speaking of Chippy, I wanted to talk
he's
about
joined in as head coach.
interim head coach Sebastian Fernandez for a second.
boss
So, I don't know if you know Sebi, but Sebi actually played for the team.
So yeah,
at the
so
start of
Sebi's
the season.
more of a 6
And
midfielder,
he
Busquets type of
unfortunately
player,
had a,
hailing all the way from
not
Spain.
career-ending, but season-ending
He's
injury.
A little chippy now.
it's interesting.
So Sebi tore
Interesting
his
to see him
Achilles.
moving into the coaching
been
game,
hospitalised with
coaching side of the
And
game,
now,
as opposed to
speaking of
playing.
Chippy, I wanted to
Now
talk
he's
about,
joined in as head coach,
interim head coach Sebastian Fernandez for a second.
and a recent
So,
graduate of
I
Kansas
don't know if you
Wesleyan
know
too.
Sebi,
So
but Sebi actually played for
see
the
where it
team.
goes from
Yeah,
there.
so
So
Sebi's
Sebi's more of a 6 midfielder,
he
Busquets type of
unfortunately
player,
had a,
hailing all the way from
not
Spain.
career-ending, but season-ending
He's
injury.
it's interesting.
So Sebi tore
Interesting
his
to see him
Achilles.
moving into the coaching
been
game,
hospitalised with
coaching side of the
And
game,
now,
as opposed to
speaking of
playing.
Chippy, I wanted to
Now
talk
he's
about,
joined in as head coach,
interim head coach Sebastian Fernandez for a second.
and a recent
So,
graduate of Kansas
I don't know if
Wesleyan
you know
too.
Sebi,
So
but Sebi actually played
see
for
where
the
one
team.
thing I did
Yeah,
notice
so
about the
Sebi's-
CKU team
Sebi's
is
more
the
of a
spirits are high, the morale's high. Even during warm-ups, the guys know each other. They're on a good basis with each other. Is this something you've seen yourself, or
into the coaching game, coaching side?
Yeah,
of the
man,
game.
of course. Kind of like what I was
opposed to
getting
playing?
at the beginning when you asked how
As head coach.
the growth of CKU. You know, it's pretty cool. You know, before that name change that
One
we
thing I
kind
did
of went
notice
through
about the CKU
rebranding.
team is the spirits are
like,
high,
you
the
know,
morale's high.
Yeah.
Even during
things
warm-ups,
were
the
kind of
guys
split
the
up.
guys
Are
know
we-
each
are
other.
you
They're on
wearing
a
these colors? Are you
good
wearing
basis
those
with each
colors?
other.
You know, who are you
Is this something
supporting?
you've seen yourself,
know,
or?
This change really, yeah, man, of course, really has helped. Like I said, it's nice to see a good mix of guys out there. You have local heroes. You have K. Deb alone. You have Juan Maldonado's experienced guy back there.
The morale's
You know,
high.
he's been a big
Even
part of
during
things.
warm-ups,
Kind of
the
split
guys
up.
know each other. They're on a
Builds in,
good basis with
guys,
each other.
Surge,
Is
Victor,
this
all
something
of them.
you've seen
They
yourself,
put
or?
in hard work and it shows, man. I think one big thing is it's nice to see a good mix of guys. Here in the Midwest, local Salina, Kansas family is a big thing, man. Bringing you guys in,
The morale's high.
he's been a big part. All these host families, host brothers, they really they stick around.
You've seen yourself.
It's a great group of guys, and it's exciting to watch.
Absolutely, I agree with you there.
Here in the Midwest,
I think Juan is the one who coordinated this with the Kansas Wesleyan students, and it's been a great success, really. You can really just see the
these host
the
families,
overarching feel
guys surge.
in the Salina community now.
It's a great group of guys, and
agree with you there.
here in the Midwest.
I think
Teams looking a little
one is the one who
stretched right
coordinated
now.
this was the Kansas Wesleyan students.
Long balls,
It's been a
little
great success, really.
miscues here and there.
You can just see, you can really just see the
Settling into the game, finding
overarching feel
the goal would be nice, man.
in the
Stick
Salina
things up
community
here
now. Oh, definitely.
from either side. It's exciting to watch.
Absolutely. I agree with you there.
Here in the
And both teams, yeah, like you said, they've come off the press a little bit.
Who coordinated
This was the Kansas
more,
Wesleyan students.
long balls,
It's been a great success, really.
miscues here and there.
You can just
Good
see,
cover by Cabello there,
Settling into the
number
game,
24.
overarching feel
the goal would be nice, man.
in the
Stick
Salina
things up
community
here
now. Oh, definitely.
from either side.
Yeah, so like I said, both teams easing off the gas just a little bit there. Absolutely. I agree with you. And both teams, yeah, like you said, they've come off the press a little bit.
This was the
It's more
long balls,
been a great success, really.
miscues here and there.
You can just
Good
see,
cover by Cabello there,
Settling into the
number
game,
24.
overarching feel
the goal would be nice, man.
in the
Stick
Salina
things up
community
here
now. Oh, definitely.
from either side.
Yeah, so like I said, both teams easing off the gas just a little bit there. And both teams, yeah, like you said, they've come off the press a little bit. It's more
Long balls, miscues here and there.
Good cover by Cabello there, number 24.
overarching feel
The goal would be nice, man.
in the Salina community.
Ball played up front. Looks like CKU on the attack here.
Like I said, both teams easing off the gas just a little bit.
Linking behind by Bonucci. Ooh,
Both teams, yeah, like you said, they've come off the press a little bit.
it's up for a corner there for ZKU. Again, another corner. Good cover by Cabello there,
See if they
24.
send it into the box or got a little something set up. They
Ball played
I think
up
both
up
teams
front. Looks like CKU on the attack here.
set pieces.
Easing off the gas
Looks
just
like
a little
they've
Linking behind by
they
Bonucci.
work on it. You know, it's a big part of the game now. I think set pieces with
It's up
you know,
for a
teams having set
corner
piece
there for
coaches.
definitely
Now-
another corner.
See if
And also
they
Tristan's pretty good at set pieces. Last season he scored a Olympia. So for those who don't know, he
think both
straight
teams
from the corner kick he put it
set
top right
pieces.
on the opposing goals actually, right here on the stage in
work
the
on it,
stadium.
you know. It's a big part of the
Let's
game.
see
now. I
what
think
what
set
delivery he
pieces
gives
with,
us.
you know, teams having set piece coaches.
It's a little tuffle there around the goalkeeper in that 6-yard box.
See if
And also
they
Tristan's pretty good at set pieces. Last season he
he's got
scored under the
Olympia.
legs. So for those who don't know, he
think both
straight
teams
from the corner kick he put it top right on the opposing goals actually, right here on the stage in the stadium. See what when he finds Noel at the back post, he just fails to convert there.
You were talking about that,
Tuffle
man.
there
He's
around the goalkeeper.
nice and
6-yard
tight,
box.
right into the goal. Make him
And
make
also
the play on it.
Tristan's pretty good at
Create
set
an
pieces.
error.
Last season he scored under the legs.
Pretty smart
So for
play
those who
there.
don't know, he straight from the corner kick he put it top right on the opposing goals actually, right here on the stage in the stadium. See what when he finds Noel at the back post, he just fails to convert there.
You were
Number 8.
talking about that,
Tuffle
man.
there
He's
around the goalkeeper.
nice and tight, right into the goal. Make him make
Also
the play on it.
Tristan's pretty good
Create
at set
an error.
pieces. Last season he scored under the legs.
Pretty smart
So for
play
those who
there.
don't know, it's a loose ball there. Emporia get it back. Put it top right on the opposing goals actually, right here on the stage in the stadium. When he finds Noel at the back post, and like I said, they're looking for those longer balls in. A little flicker on the corner. A couple times it's worked for Molina now. And they're on the attack.
Pretty smart play there.
It's a loose ball there. Emporia get it back. Put it top right on the opposing goals actually, right here on the stage in the stadium. And that's over by number 6. And like I said, they're looking for Alexa Musikic, a 21-year-old from Montenegro. You don't see that often every day. Works for Molina Montenegro. For those on the attack viewers, is in Europe. Has some beautiful beaches, I heard. Never been, but I've heard.
And Emporia doing a good job there with one of their longer possessions.
over
and
by
then
number
finishing
6.
with a shot on goal.
Like I said, they're looking for Alexa Musikic, a 21-year-old from Montenegro. You don't see that often every day. Works for Molina Montenegro. For those on the attack viewers, is in Europe. Has some beautiful beaches, I heard. Never been,
And
but I've
watching
heard.
them, they're just very well coached. You know, they get back, longer
That's
possessions,
over by
doing
number
well to
6.
get out of the press.
Like I said, they're looking for
Get
Alexa
numbers
Musikic,
up when they got the ball.
21-year-old from Montenegro.
Very
You
well
don't see that
coached
often
Emporia
every day.
team
Works
here.
for
CKU trying to break.
Montenegro. For those on the attack
break the
viewers,
lock.
is in Europe. Talking about coaching, the head coach is Victor Ibarra from Mexico, and
Very well coached. You know,
and he's been in charge for a couple of years now, I believe. So he's done a good job with them. Emporia known for their defensive structure,
very well coached.
and you can see on display here. I mean,
CKU trying to break.
it's good.
Break the lock.
Is in Europe. Talking about coaching, the head coach is Victor Ibarra from
great ball.
Mexico, and an even better defensive header.
And
Get
he's
that.
he's been in charge for a couple of years now, I believe. So
Looks like
he's
CKU
done a good
boys are
job with
making
them.
a couple of
Emporia
moves. Now you
known
see
for
Jose
their defensive
Escobedo
structure,
on the right side and
and you can
Seth
see on
kind of
display here. I mean,
drifting over to the left side here.
it's good.
Break the lock.
Beautiful move by Eddie Flores. Just drags his shot wide, shanks it almost. Even better defensive header. Like you said, great bit of pressure, keeping the ball in their third, final third. We're moving it side to side, and that midfield connection. So these guys are Hera, Seth, and Noel. Sorry, they've all played together, and they have a great understanding. Beautiful
Between
move
the
by
three
Eddie
of them.
Flores. Just throwing the local heroes too, and it gives you a great show to watch. Like you said, great bit of
Of course,
pressure,
yeah. I'm
keeping
excited.
the ball
This is
in
a
their
great game.
third,
Like I
final
said,
third.
it's nil-nil
Moving
still.
it side to
Goal
side.
would open things
And
up.
that midfield connection. So these guys
Very
are
good
Hera,
technical,
Seth, and
technical
Noel.
teams.
Sorry,
Very well
they've all played
coached.
together, and they have a great understanding. Beautiful
And
move
that's
by
a
Eddie
foul
Flores.
to Emporia.
Just throwing the local heroes too. And it gives you a great show to say if I agree or disagree with that decision. There appeared to be a bit of a 50-50 tussle between
Nil-nil still. Goal would open things up.
Anthony Orozco
Very good
and
technical,
Seth and
technical
the
teams.
Emporia
Very
player.
well
They all
coached.
played together, and now they have a free kick from the 36
To Emporia.
37 throwing the local heroes too.
Again, man, we talk about set pieces. This is
Great show to say if I agree or disagree
it's
with
a
that
good way to
decision.
open the
There
scoreline
appeared to be
here.
a bit of a 50-50 tussle between
Nil-nil still.
uh,
Goal would open things up.
Anthony Orozco
Great ball in.
and
Well done
the
by the
Emporia
keeper.
player dealt with by Andrew Cole. Now they have a free kick from the 36 37. Absolutely, set pieces are a huge part of the game. So last year, Kansas Wesleyan were actually the team with the most set pieces in the NAIA, and at 130, I believe. And actually, Hedda was one of the many recipients of those balls, having scored two goals off those 130 corners. Absolutely, so it just goes to show. Part of the game. So last year, Kansas Wesleyan were actually the team with the most set pieces. Keeper off his line, very high off his line, well dealt with. And at 130, I believe. Ball still bubbling around, edge of 18. Hedda was one of the many recipients of those balls, having scored five brings it down, two goals off those 130 corners. Absolutely, so it just goes to show. Part of the game. So last year,
Good strike by 16. Rafael Suarez, 21-year-old from Brazil, just fails to find the target.
Ball still bubbling around, edge of 18. Hedda was one of the many recipients of
Definitely an
those
end-to-end
balls,
game, I feel. There's been a lot of back and forth. A bit of builds in momentum, drops in momentum from both teams. I think it's been entertaining so far, especially the
Strike by
neutral. 16. Rafael Suarez, 21-year-old from Brazil, just fails to
But
find
yeah, I
the
think
target.
it's kind of what we expected coming in, you know.
Hedda was one of the many recipients of
Definitely an
those
end-to-end game, I feel. There's been a lot of back and forth. A bit of builds in momentum, drops in momentum from both teams. I think it's been entertaining so far, especially the
Strike by
neutral.
16.
Rafael Suarez, 21-year-old from Brazil, just fails to
But
find
yeah,
the
I think
target.
it's kind of what we expected coming in, you know.
So CKU still with that press. They're a little bit more, a little less aggressive, using that shadow cover to block off those passing options right now. Again, led by Tristan again. Like I mentioned earlier, great game IQ.
And this is what Emporia's looking for right here. You see, as soon as they recover that ball, they get numbers up.
CKU still with that press. They're a little bit more,
Great recovery
a
there.
little
by
less
Noel.
aggressive, using that shadow cover to block off those
Just that
passing options
patience
right
from
now.
Hedda, like you talk about, man.
Again, led by Tristan again. Like I mentioned earlier, great game IQ.
And this is what Emporia's looking for right here. You see, as soon as they recover that ball, they get numbers up.
CKU still with that press. They're a little bit more,
Great recovery
a
there.
little
by
less
Noel.
aggressive,
And I'm used to seeing Noel further up the field, but I see him dropping in a lot into these pockets between the centre backs, almost playing like that last centre back, like the playmaker, deep line playmaker. It's not often you see this from him, but it's nice to see him because he has a great vision, great touch, great eye for a pass, and he can really pick out those runs in behind. And I'm used to seeing Noel
You were
further
talking
up the
about that
field, but I see him
connection all
dropping
those
in a
guys
lot
have,
into these
and
pockets between the centre
you can
backs,
see it. You see
almost playing like
hand
that last
gestures.
centre
You
back,
see them yelling.
like
You see them talking.
the playmaker, deep line
they're-
playmaker. It's not often
It's
you
fun
see
to
this
watch,
from him,
man.
but
It's
it's
all
nice
part
to
of the
see him
game.
because he
That
has a great vision, great touch,
maybe
great eye for a pass,
gets passed on a bit, but
and he can really
you can
pick out
hear him all
those
the way up
runs
here
in
to the
behind.
booth talking,
And I'm used to seeing
communicating.
Noel
You were
further
talking
up the
about
field,
both
but I
teams,
see him
man.
dropping in
Those
a
guys
lot
have,
into these
and
pockets
again,
between the centre
you
backs,
saw the teams.
almost playing like
Hand
that last
gestures.
centre
Great
back,
game to watch.
like
We need a goal.
the playmaker, deep
Yeah,
line
they're-
playmaker.
Couldn't agree anymore.
It's not often
It's
you
fun
see
to
this
watch,
from him,
man.
but
It's
it's
all
nice
part
to
of the
see him
game.
because he
That
has a great vision, great touch,
maybe
great eye for a pass,
gets passed on a bit, but
and he can really
you can
pick out
hear him all the way
those
up
runs
here
in
to the
behind.
booth. Got a fast break here, counter attack, bustle with both
But I see
teams,
him
man.
dropping in a lot into these pockets
Again,
between the
See,
centre
it's
backs,
a 4v2 right now.
Good game, great game to watch. Smart,
the
smart
playmaker,
shot
deep
there,
line
trying to catch the
Couldn't agree
keeper off
anymore.
his line.
It's not often
It's
you
fun
see
to
this
watch,
from him,
man.
but
It's
it's
all
nice
part
to
of the
see him
game.
because he has a great vision, great
San
touch,
Emporia's
great eye for a pass.
waiting for those. They're dangerous.
Yeah, definitely, especially on the break. You see these 2-3 quick guys they have, and they've been getting some chances. 4v2 right now.
Great game to watch. Smart shot there, trying to catch the
Couldn't agree
keeper off
anymore.
his line. It's fun to watch, man. It's all part of the game.
Because he has a great vision, great
San
touch,
Emporia's
great eye for a pass.
waiting for those. They're dangerous.
Yeah, definitely, especially on the break. You see these 2-3 quick guys they have, and they've been getting some chances. 4v2 right now.
Yeah, man, you being overseas, what do you think of the quality in the UPSL league? It's two competitive teams, man. It's been a great game so far. What do you think?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's advertised as semi-pro. I've played semi-professional in England, in Scotland. I've played a little bit in Hungary, just at the grassroots level. And honestly, it's a great quality. You see a lot of international guys coming in, mixing with the best America has to offer in terms of NAIA and this level. And I think I really do believe it's a good level right now. I mean, you see a lot more progression too. You see a lot of guys from Scotland, the American system going professional, or top D1 guys going overseas, trialing out, making it. You see a lot of but yeah, definitely the quality is up there. The best America has to offer in terms of NAIA and this level, and I think I really do believe it's a good level right now. I mean, you see a lot more progression too. You see a lot of guys from Scotland, the American system going professional, or top D1 guys going overseas, trialing out, making it. You see a lot of but yeah, definitely the quality is up there. The best America has to offer in terms of it's a strong but clean and fair challenge. This is what soccer is about. This is what football is about, as we say. A lot more progression.
And we talk about hometown heroes again.
American system going professional.
Jose quite a bit, Boo Boo.
From
Those runs down the line, that's what he's known for. That's what he's.
but yeah, definitely the quality
You
is
see these parents get excited, the crowd get in a little rise when they
strong but
see that ball played
fair
into him,
challenge.
and
This is what soccer
he's
is
known
about.
for
This is
that.
what football is about.
Never letting that ball
progression.
go, always making something out of nothing. It's great to watch.
And he's a real danger. He's a real threat on that wing. Coming in, you can make those runs, curve them inside, overlap, invert. You see it time and time again. And he's a big guy. He's a physical presence. He's strong. He's powerful. He's not scared to take guys on. That's just great to see.
Go, always making something out of nothing. It's great to watch.
And he's a real danger. He's a real threat on that wing. Coming in, you can make those runs, curve them inside, overlap, invert. There's a cheap foul given away by Seth Flores. And he's a big guy. He's a physical presence. He's strong. He's powerful. He's not
Defender,
scared to take guys
a little
on.
more experience there, kind of. Go, always making something. Made Seth bite a little there, and got the
And he's a
foul.
real danger. He's a real threat on that wing. Coming in, you can make those runs, curve them inside, overlap.
Number 4, Felipe Candido.
Foul given away by
Right
Seth
side.
Flores. And he's a big guy. He's a physical presence. He's
Emporia.
strong. And that's a shot off target
Defender,
there.
a little more experience there, kind of.
On Boo Boo.
Go, always making something.
That's
Made
great
Seth
ball
bite a little
progression,
there.
you know. You started off on one side of the box, looked all the way over, opened up that chance. We just need those to get on target.
Felipe
For both teams, actually. We're now 35 minutes into the game, 10 more minutes left, decided time. That's a shot off target there. Still the intensity is there, the quality is there. That's great ball progression, you know. You started off on one side of the box, looked all the way over,
opened up that chance. We just need those to get on target
Really big
for both teams actually. We're now 35 minutes into the game, 10 more minutes left, decided time. Still the
Emporia
intensity
don't
is there,
seem
the
to be
quality
doing
is
too
there.
much in terms of building up from the back, going forward, attacking. They are waiting. They're waiting for us to bite, and they're looking to break that press. You see that the legs get tired. The guys aren't coherent with each other, and you see them finding pockets of space.
5 minutes into the game, 10 more minutes left.
And if you have a look, number 11, it's drifted over to the left wing. Oh no, no, it might be on the right wing.
Building up from the back, going
Confusing there on my part.
attacking.
But they're just looking for those guys, those fast guys. Get it into feet, get a flick around the corner, and try and get away at the
legs get tired.
what appears to be a three back
with each other.
while attacking. And you see them finding pockets of space.
Yeah, I'm just watching the guys.
And if you have a look, number 11, it's drifted over to the left wing. Oh no, it might be. Oh, and there's little chipper there from Juan Maldonado, number 11. Looking for those guys, those fast guys. Get it into feet, get a flick around the corner, and try and get away at the
legs get
that was
tired.
something. What appears to be a three back.
Goes to show you, man, two intense teams just fighting for the ball.
If you have a look, number 11.
Bound to happen sooner or later.
Drifted
That
over
was
to the left wing.
oh, and there's little chipper there from Juan Maldonado, number 11. But it doesn't escalate. That's good. You know, tensions flare up, but it doesn't escalate. We leave it at that.
What appears to be a three back.
Goes to show you, man, two
Most likely
intense
seen a
teams
booking out of that, I think.
fighting for the ball. See, first half
Bound to
still
happen
maybe
sooner or
just
later. That was
nice talking to. Hey guys,
oh, and there's
having a good game here. Let's
little chipper there from Juan Maldonado, number 11. But it doesn't escalate. That's good. You know, tensions flare up, but it doesn't escalate.
kind of like a ref
Leave it
that
at
does
that.
it. Talks a little bit to the guys. Let them
Most likely seen a booking out of that, I think.
let's play some soccer, football.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean,
Still maybe just
you say that, yeah. And his referee has been, spotless all game. He's made some great calls. He's been on top of things. He's following the action.
That's good.
So, yeah, credit where credit's due.
Doesn't escalate.
kind of like
It's a great touch by Flores.
Talks a little
See
bit
him?
here, guys. Let them
Just over.
I think.
let's play some soccer.
With the return, second ball.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
Ooh, and that
his
sails over.
referee has been, spotless.
And
He's made
out
some
of the
great
stadium.
calls. He's been on top of things. He's following the action.
And restart with a goal kick.
So, yeah, credit where credit's due. Doesn't escalate.
Kind of like
It's a great touch by Flores.
talks a little bit
See
here,
him?
guys.
Just over.
I think.
Let's play some soccer.
With the return, second ball.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
Ooh, and that
his
sails over.
referee has been, spotless.
And
He's made
out
some
of the
great
stadium.
calls. He's been on top of things. He's following the action.
And restart with a goal kick.
So, yeah,
That's a great touch there by centre back.
great touch by Flores.
Who's at number 30? João Amado.
Let's play some soccer.
With the return, second ball.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
Ooh, and that
his
sails over.
referee has been, spotless.
And
He's made
out
some
of the
great
stadium.
calls. He's been on top of things. He's following the action.
And restart with a goal kick.
Yeah,
That's a great touch there. That was a great chance.
Centre back.
With a sloppy through ball at the end. A little too much power. João Amado.
Try to break this CKU formation down a little bit. Doesn't
Ooh, and that sails over.
a lot of movement there in the middle with Noel and Papa kind of alternating
Restart with a goal kick.
who goes, who stays.
That was a great chance.
That press, that press is
Too much power. João Amado.
CKU's break this practice formation down well a little bit. Doesn't
Ooh, and that sails over.
a lot of movement there in the middle with Noel and Papa kind of alternating who goes, who stays.
That was a great chance.
That press is
Too much power. It's a great overlapping run by
CKU's
number 16.
practice
Well
formation
defended.
well a little bit. A lot of movement there in the middle with
And that appears to be Tristan Baisad, our striker, so he's dropped in a little deeper to help out there with some defensive duties.
who goes, who stays.
That was a great chance.
That press,
We're setting up for another set piece again.
It's a
Another
great
corner.
overlapping run by number 16.
both benches look pretty calm. Coach Ibarra
And that appears to be Tristan Baisad, our
Standing,
striker, so
walking
he's
his
dropped in
line.
a little deeper to help out there with some defensive
ball
duties.
in here.
Well fisted away. That's another goal kick. We're setting up for another
Free
set
kick,
piece
sorry.
again.
Another
To
overlapping
CKU.
run by number 16.
Both benches look pretty calm. Coach Ibarra
And that appears to be Tristan Baisad, our
Standing,
striker, so
walking
he's
his
dropped in
line.
a little deeper to help out there with some defensive
ball
duties.
in here.
Well fisted away. That's another goal kick. We're setting up for
setting up for
Free
another
kick,
set piece
sorry.
again.
Well played by
CKU.
Juan. A very cute little pass through the legs. 11.
Defense look pretty calm. Coach Ibarra.
And that appears to be Tristan Baisada.
And the bottom now will play. That's going to be a throw-in.
There with some defensive duties.
Looks like Emporia might be
Well fisted
pressing this last
another goal kick.
5 minutes of the half here.
Free kick, sorry. Well
Looks
played
like
by
they
Juan.
pushed
A
their
very cute
line up
little
a
pass
little
through the
while.
legs. 11.
They were trying to get one before half.
And I'd just like to point out that neither teams have made any substitutions in this first half. Since both are very happy with the standard,
Looks like Emporia might be
neither team's willing to make risks so far.
5 minutes of the half here. Looks like they pushed their line up a little while.
11.
They were trying to get one before half.
And I'd just like to point out that neither teams have made any substitutions in this first half.
Yes,
Since both are very happy with the standard, there was a push in the back.
Looks like Emporia
Referee is not
neither
having
team's
it.
willing to make
Risks so far.
5 minutes of the half here.
CKU, Emporia back into defensive shape.
They were trying to get
Well organised, well-oiled machine. And I'd just like to point out that neither
Great
teams
ball
have
by
made
Andrew
any
Cole.
substitutions in this first half.
Well
Both
done,
are
well
very
won
happy
back
with
by
the
number
standard,
5
there
and
was a push in the
Emporia.
back. Referee is not having it.
team's willing to make
risks so far.
5 minutes of the half here.
CKU,
Oh, that's a great challenge from Hera
Emporia
Garcia,
back
and that
into
opens up plenty of
defensive shape.
opportunity, plenty of space out wide.
Well
He's
organised,
gonna pick the right
well-oiled
pass.
machine.
Yep. Play that wide to
And I'd
Bubu.
just like to point out that neither
Great ball
teams
by
have
Here's the
made
1-2 to
any
Hera.
substitutions in this first half.
Great flicker on the corner.
Both are very happy with the
Ooh!
standard.
That chance is almost finished off.
Make risks so far.
It's a great piece of play. What do you think of that so far?
Yeah, that was a great,
Oh, it's a great challenge from
patient
Hera Garcia, and that
play.
opens
You
up
know,
plenty of
they did
opportunity,
get,
plenty of space out
you
wide.
had Seth making a
He's
run
gonna
on
pick the
the
right pass.
side here.
Play
You
that
could
wide
have
to
got a
Bubu.
little,
Great ball.
you know,
Here's the
hesitant
1-2
with
to
which
Hera.
ball I played, but they were
Great flicker on
patient.
the corner.
They knocked the ball around.
Ooh!
Found their opening,
That
got a
chance is
shot.
almost finished off.
Could have capitalized there.
It's a great piece of play. What do you think of that so far?
Yeah, that was a great,
Oh, it's a great challenge
patient
from Hera Garcia, and that
play.
opens
You
up
know,
plenty
they
of
did get,
opportunity, plenty of space
you
out
know, you
wide.
had Seth making a run on
You
the
see it
side
straight away
here.
from a goal kick.
Yeah,
CKU
but
are
he
back
got a
on that
little,
front foot, pressing,
you know,
attacking.
hesitant with
1-2 to
which
Hera.
ball I played, but they
Great
were
flicker on
patient.
the corner.
They knocked the ball around.
Ooh!
Found
That
be the deal. Can they keep
almost
that up
finished
for?
off.
Could have capitalized there.
Great piece
Second
of play.
half.
What do you think of that so far?
Without subs, but yeah, that was a great,
Oh, it's a great challenge
patient
from Hera Garcia, and that
play.
opens
You
up
know,
plenty of opportunity,
you look at their
plenty of
bench
space
and you
out
have
wide.
some
You
pretty
see
good
it straight
talent
away from a
sitting
goal
on
kick.
that bench as
CKU
well.
are back on that front
I'm
foot,
sure they're eager.
pressing, attacking.
Get in there and play. Ball I played, but they
Great
were
flicker on the
patient.
corner.
They knocked the ball around.
Ooh!
Found be the deal. Can they keep
Almost
that up
finished
for?
off.
Could have capitalized there.
Great piece
Second
of play.
half.
What do you think of that so far?
Without subs, but
Oh, there's a late challenge by number 20.
play. You know,
Danilo
you look at their
Obradovic,
bench and you have some
another
pretty
European
good
from
talent
Serbia.
sitting on that bench as
CKU
well.
are back on that front
I'm
foot,
sure they're eager.
pressing, attacking.
Get in there and play. Ball I played, but they were
Great flicker on the
patient.
corner.
They knocked the ball around.
Ooh!
Found be the deal. Can they keep
Almost
that up
finished
for?
off.
Could have capitalized there.
Great piece
Second
of play.
half.
What do you think of that so far?
Without subs, but
Oh, there's a late challenge by number 20.
play. You know,
Danilo Obradovic.
and you
It
have
looks like there's some Another clouds European coming from over us
on
now.
that bench as well.
You see, just slowly approaching.
Get in there and
Seem
play.
to be okay for now, but it has a bad energy about them. What do you think? You're the local, you know more about this than me.
Oh, you know, I grabbed my hoodie on the way into the stadium,
Danilo
looking at these
Obradovic.
clouds, thinking there was going to be a
There's
little
some
bit of
clouds
rain.
coming over
Looks like
us
we
now.
might get lucky, but
You see,
still
just
beautiful night out
slowly
there. You
approaching.
see everybody out there in
Seems to be okay
shorts.
for now, but it has a
You know,
bad
looks
bad
like they're
energy
having a
about
good
them.
time. We have a pretty good
What
sized
do you
crowd
think?
out
You're the
here.
local,
It's great.
you know more about this
Great
than me.
watching the CKU team. I play. I grabbed my hoodie on the way. Good on the way into the stadium. Competitive match for them. Looking at these clouds.
Wow, that's a great challenge there.
Oh,
Okay.
Night out there. You see everybody out there.
Okay, maybe the referee didn't see. Doesn't agree with what we saw.
They're having a good time. It was a bit behind the play there, but
Yeah.
great.
You know more about this
Great
than me.
watching the CKU. Maybe judging play. I grabbed Papa's intensity there on the way into the stadium. Competitive match for them. Looking at these clouds.
Wow, that's a great challenge there. Like he's having a word with
Oh.
Google there, just trying to explain
okay.
what he saw and what the two sides saw. Maybe the referee didn't see. Doesn't agree with what we saw.
Yellow card there. It's a
Behind the play there.
difficult one in the heat of the moment to make, I think.
Maybe judging.
Referees, they don't have an easy job, definitely.
All right, and
Wow, that's a great challenge there.
for Papa and
Oh.
conditions in there, he's a
Oh,
tough,
okay.
physical
He saw
player
and
winning the
two
ball
sides
back
saw.
in the
Maybe
middle
the
there.
referee didn't see. Doesn't agree with
being
what we saw.
conditioned
Yellow
with
card
that yellow
there.
card now for that
It's
second
a
half. Behind the play there.
Difficult one in the heat of the moment to make, I think.
Maybe judging.
Referees, they don't have an easy job, definitely.
All right, and
Wow, that's a great What I did notice here is we have 4 referees, so we have 2 assistant referees and a fourth official. So I feel like the fourth official might have some input because he was right on top of it. He saw everything. But it appears the yellow card stands, so that's number 13. Proper with the first booking of the game. What's a great cutback. Ball still alive. What I did notice here is we have 4 referees, so we have 2 assistant referees and temporary relief of danger there. So I feel like the level on the ball dancing Molina because he was right on top of a real flair tonight. But it appears that's well defended by Eddie Flores. Well defended. Very well defended by Eddie Flores. What's a great cutback. Ball still alive. What I did notice here is we have 4 referees, so we have 2 assistant referees and temporary relief of danger there. So I feel like the level on the ball dancing Molina because he was right on top of a real flair tonight. But it appears that's well defended by Eddie Flores. Well defended. Very well defended by Eddie Flores. What's a great cutback. Ball still alive. What's a great first time pass. And again that flick around the corner.
Great
Did the 1-2.
defensive tackle there.
Real flair tonight. That's well defended.
And there's the whistle.
There's a half time, so that's CKU Emporia 0-0, and we'll see you guys all in 15 minutes. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the second half of CKU versus Emporia. It appears that no teams have made any substitutions during halftime, and we're hoping for hopefully more of the same. What do you think, Eric?
We're hoping, man. We're hoping they keep that intensity up. Said it was a good, hard first half. Said CKU came out pressing. And then we got a foul here.
We're starting with a foul.
Yep. We're hoping for a goal. Maybe we can get a goal first 5 minutes here and light a fire under these boys and make it for a fun evening here.
Absolutely, I'm hoping for some. I mean, we have all the firepower up front. We just need to hope they can convert now. So during halftime, I had a chance to catch up with assistant coach Andres Ruiz, as I mentioned at the start of the game, and he's currently sitting out at the moment. Sebi is taking over the reins very well, as you can see so far. The CKU boys have been very solid. Emporia has been just as solid, defensively, organised, and it's made for a good game so far.
It looks like we have a foul here at the top of the box. Maybe a late tackle here.
And they've called for physio, some treatment. We don't have anyone to offer treatment. Well, one of our own.
Getting a chance to see who for Emporia is down there. But a little slow to get up here. Let's hope he's okay.
We see they have another player warming up on the sideline. Let's hope it's nothing serious. I didn't quite catch that. Did you see what happened to the...
It seemed like there was a tackle, clear the ball from CKU's back line, and I don't know if the ref called the foul or looks like they're setting up for a throw-in, so I think he might have just clipped him at the end of his tackle there. He's walking off here.
So is that number 20, Danilo Obradovic? 22-year-old striker from Serbia.
Walking with a little bit of a limp, but looks like he may be able to get back on there.
Well, those Serbian boys, they make them tough. I'm sure he'll be fine. That ball back to Molina.
Man, he's nifty with that ball.
One back by Juan Maldonado. And launched forward as well. Just to get rid of all that compactness. Relieve some pressure.
Nice and composed clearance there by the keeper, and Miski in the back there.
Now we have a throw in there with Papa. Orozco takes it in the end. To Zimbabwe, to Flores. To Papa. Now to the left with Eddie Flores. There seems to be a trip. And an Emporia goal kick.
Here we'll see if CKU keeps the pressure. Looks like they probably will.
Do you think we'll see more of the same, or you think Emporia is going to adapt to their game plan a little bit? Well, both teams maybe.
I think if like we said, if it's working for Emporia. If it gets chippy and balls stopped, it plays more to their game, I think, than what the CKU boys want to do here. But we kind of talked about it there at the end of the first half. Is set pieces. We've been having a lot of corners, a lot of free kicks. crack open the safe here, either side.
Oh, that's a great ball. Very dangerous. Just no one to meet it. It seems that's the second short goal kick, and he's going long. Nope, nope, I'm mistaken. Going short once more. They don't seem to have any sort of build to their play, Emporia. Playing very Route 1 right now. We see the wingers out wide, stretching at 3 back of the CKU team. And two midfielders, very compact, very tight, trying to get those 1-2s in. Make some space for the wingers to operate. And again, we see those flicks around the corner. It's just
go to every time.
oh, that's a great swim by Gerardo. And a great ball too to Papa. Oh, Boo Boo, sorry. Cross comes in. Oh, a little bit too long for Noel.
Keeps it in, and we get a throw in on NCK on the right hand side here. CKU sets up for a long throw in here.
Who do we have launching in? Orozco. Great throw. Again, it just seems that nobody attacking those danger balls into the box. We have a lot of technical guys, but nobody to really throw themselves at it.
Well, you were talking about, their CKU striker. He normally doesn't play in that, striker position. Maybe.
Yeah, Tristan's more of a ball to feet kind of guy. He likes to get there, use his body to protect it. He's not one to kill himself on the football field, shall we say. He won't run himself into the ground, that boy. Plays with his brain. A late challenge there. Lunge and tackle. Eddie Flores skips away. Oh, that's a bad touch. Well recovered. Well dealt with.
Well done.
And an offside call there on number 20. Boo Boo.
I believe that's the first offside of the game.
That's interesting. And Emporia come away with it. It's a great drive there. And well covered again by Hera. As I mentioned in the first half, that boy's everywhere.
It seems the intensity is starting to pick up. Like the start of the first half, it was kind of like this the first 15 minutes of the game, kind of back and forth. Emporia dealing with the pressure. And
Great one too
well
there.
built up here. Great strike.
It's a strike from Noel. Sails over the bar.
That's what they want though there. Nice little creative play in the middle there. Make defenders step to him, create some space.
And that's what we like to see, those little 1-2s, those little cute passes, and that edge of the 18, 20, 25 yards out. That's where these boys operate. Seth, Noel, we want to get them on the ball. And if in doubt, clear it out. The old saying goes, and Juan goes and does just that. No problem with that whatsoever.
I think he's done a pretty good job with this group of guys. Him being one of the oldest leaders, being a coach for some of these K-Dub guys, and some of these younger guys that are. He had a chance to kind of coach him in high school. Now getting a chance to play alongside of him. That chemistry we talk about it. CKU is kind of one of those teams that's got it there, and that's goes a long way.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, He's just been a great role model in the community and just doing so much for the school, the club, the soccer in Salina. Yeah, it's always good to have a guy like that around. A guy like that on your team. Great little black back heel from Tristan.
Great ball in there for Boo Boo.
Ooh! Finds no one at the back post with a diving header just off target. Doesn't quite manage to direct it onto the frame. Still 0-0. 55 minutes played.
But you know, difference there. Somebody was on the end of that cross.
There we go.
We
Already
talked
improving.
about it. And you know, that's a good. You get Noel and Papa kind of coming in there from the back. And those secondary runs, man, they're there.
And there's a change of mind for the official team. It's a throw into Emporia. The game's definitely calmed down. We did mention at the start the early pressing, straight out the gates, sprinting, running, blocking everything. It's definitely more. I want to say the tempo's dropped a little bit. Maybe the quality too, because of the chippiness and the back and forth of the game. Some sloppy passes, some poor decision making on both ends. But you know, there's still something there. So now we're looking for that moment. That's that special something.
It's just who's gonna take that extra risk. Who's gonna? Are we gonna get some individual, world class play, or can we combine something like those 1-2s, from either side? Like we talked about, you look at Emporia, how wide they're playing, how they're trying to stretch out this line. They're trying to stretch out, CKU's experience, guys, and trying to work off of that. See if we.
Oh, first substitution of the game. Who are we seeing leave? So that's number 20, Danilo Obradovic, coming off.
Number 7 coming in. Number 22, number 7, Richard Frietas. And that number 22, Luis Borin.
So just to clarify, 19 and 20 off, Alex Almeida and Danilo Obradovic. And number 7 and number 22 coming on. That's Richard Freitas and Luis Borin. Again, like I mentioned, a lot of Brazilian influence on this team. And we did some research at half time, and these boys seem to know each other well from previous experiences. But there are some new guys coming in. So we look at number 11, Molina. Molina, he comes in from all the way from Iowa. County College, JUCO. So yeah, exciting little build here. They have him this year in Emporia. And there's another long ball. This might just work out. Boo-boo on the end of that. It's out for a throw-in. In a good position, I have to say.
You got a couple guys warming up on the CKU bench over here, maybe. Coach looking to throw some fresh legs out there.
Good header. Well won by Juan Maldonado. Perfect read. That's great shifting of the ball. Just a little slower there. And that was a necessary step from Ale Cabello. Takes the yellow. Prevents that counter that Emporia are looking for.
That's exactly what they're looking for there. I mean, it's almost textbook there, looking for that error, that fast break, and you get that defender to bite, and yellow card. That's the second yellow card there for CKU tonight. First one went to, Papa in the first half there. And now our center back, Ale, with the second yellow card for CKU. Emporia again, man, being patient and not sticking to their game, not getting too excited. On the road here, tie doesn't look too bad. But this is a talented team. They want to win. We get a fast break here.
What is the call here?
It's a throw in for CKU. Looks like he's telling him to get up and play.
It's a great call by the referee. Again, like the first yellow, he's a little bit away from the action, but he made the right call there. And CKU back on the ball.
Yeah, you know, it was one of those tackles where you don't see, take the risk and
Great bit of skill by Papa. And he's brought down by number 4.
that's what we need. That's what CKU needs. Just a little flair. Change it up. Ball played quick here.
A lot of time and space on that wing. He's driving in. Cleared out.
Great effort there by CKU. Looked like that was Boo Boo there on the left-hand side. And here comes Emporia.
It's a great reverse ball.
Game's starting to open up a little bit more.
It's a little bit long switch, and we'll take the goal kick.
Unfortunate there.
Goal kick
But seems like it's opening up a little bit more. Looks like we have a CKU keeper down.
Goalkeeper Andrew Cole is down. Didn't quite catch what happened there.
CKU also looks like they're preparing to substitute.
Might just be a cramp, hopefully, by the looks of things. So we got number 7 Mateo Hoyos coming in, and number 17 Camille Coombe. Bringing off
Papa.
number 13 Bappa, and number 8 Tristan by side. So like I mentioned earlier, Tristan, striker, likes to get the ball to feet, likes to get on it, get players involved, bring guys into the game. Now we're looking for a more direct approach from CKU, bringing in Hoyos and Coombe. These guys they're versatile, they're quick, they're athletic. These boys like to drive at players, they like to make things happen, and they just like to get in behind. If you give them space, they'll go in behind.
Is it not echoing anymore?
Very unfortunate injury there on Andrew Cole. I'm hoping it's nothing serious. The Wichita legend lives on. Sees to fight another day. He's a trooper, Andrew.
Not much work tonight, but has been at the end of a couple clearances off of corner kicks. And
CKU letting the ball bounce there. That's not something we like to see. Gives Emporia a chance to pounce and make something happen, force some mistakes. We're just looking at Andrew Cole there real quickly. He took the goal kick, no problem. So everything seems to be in order, working condition.
it's like Emporia might have added the substitutions and pushed their lines up a little bit. They're a little bit more attacking more.
And then we see Camille Coombe, number 17, new substitution. Oh, well dealt with. Great defensive tackle. Oh, he skips away from one. Oh, well blocked by number 7.
Well, there you go. You called that one.
Just what I'm talking about, yeah. This guy comes in, he wants to make a difference. He wants to shine, make things happen. And there we see it. And these came from the fresh pair of legs. Hoyos, the one causing problems for the defense, getting a little toe poke in there. And then Camille just trying to make something happen. And now we have a corner. Seth Flores will be taking that one. And if you look at the new guys coming in, we've got plenty of height in the box now, filling in. So let's see. Let's hope we can pick something out here. Ooh.
What an attempt there.
A lot of time and space afforded to Gerardo there. Just a miscue. Ball's alive there, edge of the 18. Never mind. Great tackle from the left back. And he takes it past one. And well defended by Noel. That long touch just let down number 16. Suarez.
And you kind of touched on that at the end of the first half. There, he was pushing up number 16 a little bit and kind of creating issues for CKU. Maybe that's a point of attack Emporia can take advantage on.
And not to miscue that by number 7. Still not quite picking up the rhythm of the game. Freitas. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so almost like a Marcelo build. Take that ball, drive down, try to get inside, make something happen, combine with a teammate or two.
Well done by Emporia there, getting another press. And again, looks like they've pushed their lines up and
Well dealt with. And at number 11, he's been, very, very creative, flair. But, number Flores, I think number 3, he's been kept him quiet all night. And this is the same guy who's made KCAC second team last season, I believe. Helped the team get to the national first round of the nationals, second in the KCAC. Very vital part of the Kansas Wesleyan team. So it's great to see him shining out there and still just doing his job.
keeping that form going, man.
Absolutely.
It's awesome.
And there's an offside there as a goal, but offside. Well spotted by the assistant referee there.
If you notice, I mean, that's a much more attacking-minded Emporia team now. These last couple minutes of the game, pressing the ball a little bit higher and attacking with more numbers.
Good touch from Noel to get out of trouble.
Promising attack here from CKU.
And there's a handball call on number 2 Gerardo. The game's definitely changed. Like you mentioned, definitely a whole new look to this Emporia side. They're attacking a little bit differently. They're trying to carry that ball instead of just playing it forward, playing the route one, looking for the wingers out wide. Same with the CKU team. It's almost like they've gone a little more direct. They seem to try and put those balls in behind for those long, fast guys that they've just brought on the field. And talking about changes, we're going to see another substitution. So we're going to see number 20, Boo Boo coming off, Jose Escobedo coming off for number 12.
Rodrigo Palacios.
So I feel like you're familiar with Rodrigo. You want to tell me a little bit about him?
You know, he's known as a little, when all these young cats are coming out, he's a young superstar. That Palacios name you're gonna recognize from in town, and he's one of the, I think there's four brothers. He's the youngest.
Oh, brilliant
Great
last ditch
tackle
tackle by Juan Maldonado.
But-
Read that beautifully, shifted his hips, and really dealt with it well. Sorry, I hate to cut you off there, please.
No problem. As the game opens up here, let's enjoy some football. Both teams attacking. Get a little break here. We go back to Rodrigo. Yeah, Rodrigo Palacios, just a whiz kid, wonder kid. They throw those words out. Them 16, 17-year-old playing great competitive soccer, and now, shows he's playing out here with grown men. Got to tell you something about the kid. He's not afraid to dribble. Let's see if we can get some Rodrigo magic out of him tonight.
Yeah, I'd love to see him on the ball, see what he's capable of. And just earlier there was a bit of outrage from the Emporia bench, claiming there was a touch on a CKU player. However, the referee did not agree with this, so CKU had the ball. Two substitutes playing together, and ball's gone out. Just a little overhit there.
Just mention again, man, that dynamic attack of CKU now. It's speed. Their first touch, turn, go. What do we see?
Oh, and it appears that the goalkeeper's down. Maybe the stream's a little bit behind, but yeah, now Emporia. There's a curse. Seems to be a curse out there tonight. Something in the air, maybe. Okay, and goalkeeper's back up. So that was Luan Nascimento, 19-year-old from Brazil. Back on his feet. Everything's good. Play continues with
Oh, you got
a half opportunity. See, fresh legs. He's got the youth. He's got the freshness. See, what can we expect? What can we see from him tonight? It's very well played. Very well played by Emporia.
well done by CKU defense.
Up until that last ball, yeah.
They're there.
And again, 11. 11 just sitting on the edge of that defender, on the shoulder, looking to go in behind. And he's not a one-dimensional player, so he can get the ball to feet, flick it, or he can go to. That's a great ball from Camille. And well defended by number 4 there, Felipe Candido. And that's a costly error there. That was a very easily given ball away. Just overhit pass. There was Hoyos looking to use his body, shield that ball off. Ooh.
Great idea, man. I mean, what can we do? Open up this defense. Take some shots. Make them step to you.
Absolutely. A little bit of a tripping over there from 18, Orozco. Oh, what's a miscue from Maldonado. Oh, great dummy by 11, and he's back on his feet to recover. And that's what you love to see about a player like that, especially defenders. You make a mistake, yes, prone to happen, but it's how you react to those mistakes, and he's just straight back up, and he's reactive, and it's just great to see. And look at that, great ball, and Camille Kumis through on goal. Oh,
Very
and
well dealt by the defender there.
That's a great challenge there. No doubt about it. Number 20, number 30? Number 30, João Amado. Surprise, surprise, another Brazilian. But now we're getting to those final stages of the game, and like I told you guys earlier, we're still seeing the game open up a little bit more. Fatigue in the legs. People aren't reacting as they should. There's some substitutes coming in, maybe not up to the standard or not up to the game plan. And then we're going to see more and more things open up. Dangerous ball in.
And just fatigue, man. Some of those guys are tired. You know they are.
And that's a free kick to CKU in a very dangerous area, won by Camille Kumler. Almost got a little bit lucky, don't you think? He tried to play a cute ball, didn't quite work out, bounced back to him and gone to ground.
CKU boys, they're kind of fighting over the ball. See if they can come together here and create a chance off of this. We've seen a couple set pieces now. You know, these shorter ones. You can get pretty creative here. See if they go direct or they have something drawn up.
And we have 3 guys over the ball, potentially 4. All very good on set pieces. What are we looking at?
Looks like you got Noel, Seth. Can't make out who the third one is.
And we've seen a 5-man wall there. Not unusual, but it's busy. Is that Juan Maldonado over it too? Oh, into the wall. Claims for a handball, but referee's not having that. Camille Coom into trouble. Fights for it, and we win. And CKU wins it back.
Good ball in here. He's on. Ooh,
And that is
that's questionable.
that's a
there.
call from the referee. It's definitely a call. Whether it's the right one. I think we had a pretty good view here, don't you think, Eric?
I think we might have got away with one there, but you know, we're here to commentate. We're not here to ref the game. We'll go with the call.
We'll leave those to the guys in green.
Yes. Overall, they've been doing a great job. Great crew. Let the guys play. Couple yellow cards. Got chippy. They dealt pretty well, and now
Oh, and there's another yellow.
there's a yellow.
A needless one, some might say. And it seems Emporia makes some substitutions. It's number 23 coming on. Patrick Aloudois. Number 12, Bernardo De Beraldini. For who? For who, Eric? I can't see.
Let's see who came off here.
Is that 6 potentially?
6 or 8.
Mr. Montenegro. There's number 6.
Number 6. And there's one more. He left the field on that side. Walking over to see if we can see who's missing on the field here.
Good. Well dealt with by CKU. That's a bullet. That's a great tackle there. Great tackle by 23.
Little tug there.
Big, powerful player. Strong player. Carries the ball well. And we...
Got a foul. I think he brought the play back on that.
Okay, so there's an advantage there and he just decided it wasn't on anymore. Okay. And the substitute who came off earlier, that was number 4, I believe now. Felipe Candido. So I think we're looking at like-for-like substitutions. Maybe something tactical. Most likely just a fresh pair of legs. Good idea there from the CKU team. But well defended, well shut down by Emporia.
A little more than 10 minutes left in the game. More space starting to open up. Should be fun. Should be a fun ending to the game here. I think this type of game deserves a winner. What do you think?
I definitely agree. It's been end to end. Both teams have had some good chances. Possession's been relatively even. But yeah, I definitely wouldn't like to be on the losing side on this one. Little flick there from Rodrigo to himself. Almost.
Great turn there. Great ball.
That was beautiful, majestic almost. Oh, well dealt with. Maldonado again. I've seen a lot more long balls. Balls looking for targets, looking for runners.
I think you took the words right out of my mouth. Exactly what I was going to say right before that long ball. Just a little bit of patience there, maybe for both teams. But then again, 10 minutes left, 0-0. Who wants the glory?
Who's willing to risk it for the reward, eh?
Exactly. And I mean, two programs that definitely would love to have a win on their record here. Dangerous interception here.
And he lets a shot off. Oh, curls just off target.
Late into the game, we make mistakes. Mind is tired. CKU still with this press.
I was just about to say, yeah, look at them. They brought the fresh attackers on. They can continue to keep that pressure on. Force some more errors. For example, like this one here. Plenty of time. Oh, a little too low on the ball there for number 18. Gives the ball away cheaply. Oh, and a foul there. Foul and a yellow card for number 2, Gerardo Garcia.
You kind of had a feeling something was coming, either a promising attack or that situation right there. So we have a couple set pieces on the CKU side here. Let's see if Emporia can capitalize on this one.
8 minutes to go.
A little darker here at the stadium, but clouds looking a little bit more scary now as the sun sets.
Let's hope this free kick's not scary. And straight into the wall, just like the previous one from CKU. And there's a flag for offside.
Looks like maybe a late substitution coming on here for CKU.
Oh, it seems like a fan
Good little
favorite.
cheer.
So that's number 14. Andrew Quiroz, or as many of you might know him as Tiny. The engine on this guy, I've played with this guy at 7 aside, 9 aside, 11 aside. The engine on him is ridiculous.
Just a little Mighty Mouse,
Yeah.
just everywhere.
Mighty.
Quick on the ball.
That's right. So just to correct myself earlier, that's actually Mighty, not Tiny. So much for playing so much with him, eh?
The confusion there, don't know exactly
Confusion, yep. trying to figure out what happened there. Okay, he's gone to his pocket. And is that for the referee?
Enough.
And that's interim head coach Sebastian.
Still confused on what the call there was. Looks like he called the foul there. Little tussle on the sideline.
And now we see Emporia on the attack, the counter attack.
Great ball in here. Shot.
Ooh.
Well done. After a little cramp scare. Looks like our Wichita native is feeling a lot better.
Oh, and that's a great bit of distribution. He's still waiting to come in. Oh, great clipped in ball behind. See what he can do here, and the defender gets the better of him.
Again, it's not the first time we talk about him. Just left back. It's been strong all game.
Absolutely. I mean, he's doing his job, keeping the attackers at bay, providing something going forward. And like we mentioned, oh, here he is, Mighty. With the left back, yeah, he's making those overlapping runs, looking to provide some energy for the attack. Much needed energy for the Emporia attack.
Looks like an aggressive substitution as we sub Ale out to back and push Mikey up into the middle. CKU's going for the win here.
In fact, both sides trying to go a little longer, a little more, little less rigidity to the play.
Taking more risks.
That's right, yeah. See the addition of Mighty, just a little engine to maybe protect the back three a little bit, and he's capable of spraying those balls, looking for those wide players, looking for the target man. So now it looks like we're going to even more back and forth. So 2 minutes and no word on added time yet. Let's see how the referee plays this one by ear, or if we see the game end at the 90. What are your thoughts so far on the game? What do you think?
Yeah, it's hard fought. We kind of talked about it there during the break at half. Kind of had some dead space there. Again, man, I think a goal would have definitely opened up. Both teams sticking to their plan. I mean, CKU with that high pressure. Emporia was sitting back waiting. And then towards the end there, we made substitutions. Both teams trying to attack a little bit higher. Trying to go for it, taking more risks. Now it's kind of just, the end of the game. Can someone get lucky here? But good, hard battle. Great game to watch. Great first game commentating. Great battle there for a corner.
So like I mentioned about Mighty dropping in, spraying those balls, it seems it's maybe number 2 Gerardo taking his position, taking that role of the deep line playmaker, and CKU has pushed Mighty a little bit higher, maybe to win those second balls, provide some energy. But yeah, I agree with you, it's been thrilling for the most part. Definitely different play styles at the start. Oh, that's a weak header. But
someone got on it.
So there you go. Coming down to the business end of the game now, the 90th minute. How do you see this going? for the rest of the time that we have.
I think we're gonna.
That is a great challenge.
Great.
A great last ditch tackle.
And maybe a little words exchanged there, but great tackle there.
Oh, and that's a sloppy ball down the
I
line.
think we're gonna sign off on this tie unless something like that happens again. And
And hate to be the one to jinx it. Commentator's curse.
man, commentator's curse.
Advantage there. Wow, well played. That's very well played. One last attack maybe for CKU.
Well done there by Emporia. Get that last minute. And it seems like they're not content with the tie either. I haven't seen a signal or anything from referees about time added on, but we are playing in the 91st minute here.
Again, very back and forth now. Bit scrappy, but there's action.
There's action.
Definitely. And then you see again the referee playing a bit of advantage. He just wants to see the ball flow in, keep the game going. And we're seeing that. I mean, it's there.
We did have a little bit of injury time. Don't know how much was added there. Both keepers going down in the second half.
Big headers there. Bit back and forth. A break from Emporia. CKU player sprinting back. Last ditch tackle.
And
and it's a goal. It's a goal by Emporia. Substitute number 23, Patrick Aladois.
And just heartbreak here, but what a game, man. What a goal.
So there we see heartbreak for the CKU.
Last ditch effort here.
Oh, and Emporia have kicked the ball away from CKU again. Oh, and it played on. He's played
let
on.
it play it on.
Yep.
Yep. Tough call there, but you let it play on. And that's game.
And that's full time. So that's Emporia 1, CKU 0. Thank you everyone for tuning in. That was myself, Darius Horvath, and I was with Eric Lopez today.
Thanks, guys. We'll see you next time.